If you're taking AP classes, type in AP in the chat. Type in AP in the chat. I'm an educator. You should be taking AP classes. You're trying to get your best grades. You're trying to set yourself up for maybe a good trade school. My dad was an electrician. He loved what he did. He also worked for Ford. Okay. He was an electrician, independent contractor, traveling around to commercial and residential. Residential's your home. Commercials are bigger buildings. So my brother and I, obviously our mom, we saw him. My mom was a nurse. So gasoline is no joke. And if you have a diesel truck, you might have to say it's over $6 a gallon. And there's nothing wrong with diesel trucks. Very expensive. And we're not talking about maintenance. In your curriculum, you got to do maintenance, your tires, your brakes. I'm giving you answers to your tests. Your tires are the most important thing. Write that down. Your tires are the most important thing. Let's use the driver's ed car. Typically, students drive 15 to 20 miles. I try to keep them within the range. I try to give you a good experience driving through your high school parking lot, driving in the neighborhoods near the parking lot, making right turns, left turns, backing in the driveways because we're there in a neighborhood. Parallel parking, curb parking. Obviously in your high schools, you have angle parking spots because it's a huge place. There's a circle driveway around most high schools in the United States. It's a bus loop. There's a behind your school where the baseball field is, soccer is. Most high schools across the country have the same layout. You guys know this because I used to coach at that high school and college level, and most high schools have the middle school nearby or the elementary nearby because that's the trend. So you're learning how to drive where you're comfortable, and that's in your school parking lot. I have students go around the light post, figure eights, working on steering, hand over hand in, hand over hand out. Type steering. What type of steering did you do? Did you go in the neighborhood? I'm telling you the things you should be doing, and you should be tapping along saying, yes, we did that, or no, we didn't. It doesn't mean that you won't, but usually instructors, and everyone is different. You usually have in a group of 20 students, 2 or 3 are really good drivers. They can get right on the road. Another 3 or 4 are a little nervous. They've been maybe in the neighborhood or up north with mom or dad. They have some skill sets. I see some trends, and if you have a golf cart, type in golf cart, right? What I'm gonna do, I'll go over the curriculum as I share the state of driver's ed. So you're gonna get a 2-for-1. Then I'm gonna hit you with a quiz. And then you're gonna see a video. Then you're gonna say, oh my God, I love this. So you will be, learning to drive in a low stress, low traffic environment as you should. But what about the big cities? New York, Chicago, Detroit, Los Angeles, California. I was just talking to someone from Dallas, Texas. Those are huge mega cities, and it's very easy to get overwhelmed. It's very easy to get scared. And I will get you that email in a moment. Be patient with me, because I'm going to go through the lecture material and tie in some personal examples. So day 4, we're finishing worksheet 2, the PDA space management. Name that time. This is going to be a great day because I can tie in the curriculum. Good teachers tell stories, tie in the curriculum, and then you understand. So we're going to go down to the PDA, and I can give you examples of, are you doing the PDA? Are you not doing the PDA? And just tie it in, because you'll remember more of this story than the curriculum, right? Okay, so look, the driving school cars that you guys have, or any car that you have, the title stays at home, okay? Once you receive the title for a new car from the Secretary of State, that has to stay at home in a safety deposit box or a safe. You never have your title in the car with you, because if the car gets stolen, someone can forge your signature. This is my car. Okay, my daughter just got a jet ski. She had to go to Secretary of State to get the title transferred over to her name. Okay. She also got a new license plate. She was able to, her friend and his truck, because she did not have a hitch on her truck at the time. Her and her friend went down, test drove it on the water, because this is a jet ski. If you have a jet ski, type in jet ski. Okay. And then she has the proper safety equipment, the flares she's got a 2-seater jet ski. Okay. Her jet ski is a Sea-Doo mid-range, goes about 50 plus, 55, almost 60 on the water. The girl is flying, and she is flying, and that was her goal. She positively manifests, and I'm a big person on that. If you want to get a job, you gotta fill out applications. You go online, you find a place that's near you, not 20 miles away. You can't make it in time. That's a half an hour driving. That's more gas. You can't do that. It's too far. If you get a job, they're expecting you to be there at 3:30, at 4 o'clock, 5, no, 6, no, 7, no. How soon can you be there? If I'm an employee and I want Michael and Ava to run my afternoon shift, I need you there as soon as possible after school. Okay. You're getting there. You're busting out of the school parking lot. You're trying to get there. Why? You're trying to make that money. You're trying to make that money, and you should, because when you get that first paycheck, you're like, yeah. But half of it goes to gas. Half of it goes to insurance. Half of it goes maybe to a partial payment. Maybe your mom and dad said, listen, the car we're giving you is too old. We're going to get a new one, but you need to find a job. Okay, mom. Okay, dad. That teaches you responsibility. You better keep up your grades. And if you don't, we taking the car back, and then you looking silly driving a piece of junk. Okay? What year, make, and model of car are you driving after this process? Again, you need to tell me now. The week is over. We've had our first week. What year, make, and model of car are you driving? You should be able to tell me. I don't care what it is. If it's a 2020, a 2018, a 2010, a 1993, I don't care. It's going to be the oldest car in the family, or your parents may say, listen, we have a car, it's off lease, we're gonna buy it. We went over lease, we went over mileage, and it happens. We're gonna buy it. That's gonna be your car. But before we give it to you, you need to get a job to pay something, to put skin in the game, meaning you got to show your parent you're committed. Okay, Ben wants to drive, but he's not putting work in. That's usually an example. Ben, you putting work in. Jace wants to drive, he's not putting work in. Ava M wants to drive. Ava, you got to start stacking those A pluses. B minus is not good enough. Okay, you got to start helping around the house. All this has a lot to do with the state of driver's ed. A lot of people are not willing to do the work. They're going to wait till they're 18, 19. I have 3 students in my class now who are almost 18. Different circumstances. One works at Crumble Cookie. Real talk. He making money. He made a decision not to play high school football. He's saving money. His mom is really on him. Save money, take the class. He's working very hard. Another young man who's almost 18, his brother's 19, doesn't drive, sister's 21, doesn't drive. Could be anxiety, could be a financial situation. Everyone is different. We're not going to, make someone feel bad. I'm just telling you the real state of driver's ed. Teens don't want to drive. Some of you don't want to drive because your parents are making you, okay, come on. They're like, why are you pushing me, Mom? You're like 50. It's time to drive. I'm joking, Andrew. You're not 50, right? But it's really important that you learn this skill and balance work at school, the car, your family, mental health, your friends. You're going to drive to a football game. You're going to drive home from a football game. You're going to be driving your junior, senior year. You're not going to be driving right now. You don't know what your school parking lot is like when there are 100 kids there. Where I am, we have the largest high school in the state. Their middle schools are bigger than all of your schools put together. That means more problems. I need you to type in the chat, what type of problems do high school parking lots create for beginning drivers? We're using the curriculum, and I'm telling stories, and we're going to see videos, and you're going to do a quiz. You're like, I love this day. And I haven't even had my coffee yet, a little bit. Again, I'm going to pause. You tell me 3 complete sentences, DOK level 3. What challenges do high school parking lots present to you as a beginning driver? All right, let's talk the real. I'm an educator. You're going to hear parents and teachers and kids accidentally trying to run you over. Facts. They see you, you're in a hurry, you're trying to get to class, you know you're going to run in front of that car or truck. You know you are. You're like, I'm going to walk fast. What if you trip and fall? What if you stumble? No, I'm not some old teacher. No, I'm not the principal. Bro, you're going to trip and fall. We were in a downtown area. One kid was walking across right in front of us, less than 20 feet. He dropped his phone. He looked at us like, don't run over my phone. I'm like, I can't believe this kid did this. He walked right in front of us. We're moving about 5 miles an hour. He dropped his phone. He literally lost his life. Why? Phones are your life. He would rather get run over by a car than lose his phone. That's stupidity. That's all of you carrying your phone, walking out in front of a car coming. You're in the parking lot. I see John coming. Hey, he's a senior. He's late. She's a senior. She's late. She's flying through the parking lot. They don't see you. They're going to run you over. They're going to hit your car. Some will put tight parking spots. Some will put parents cutting across. The one thing I don't want you to do, don't cut through the parking lot. It's dangerous. It builds bad habits. Go down the aisles, right? Your instructor should be taking you through aisles. The state of driver's education, there's a shortage of instructors. There are more of you, meaning participants in the eligible pool to learn to drive, than instructors. The reality is the pay is terrible. The reality is it's long hours. Okay, I'm working long hours. I'm teaching 2 classes, yours and my own. Then I'm driving students. You guys are too far away to drive me. Not that I don't want to drive you, but I've taught classes at different locations before online. I've actually taught 4 classes, an 8 to 10, an 11 to 1, a 2 to 4, a 5 to 7, and a 7 to 9. But I did not have good mental health. You get burned out. You mess up on your paperwork. You make mistakes in scheduling. You snap at kids. You are tired in the car. I'm telling you this, but you don't want to hear it. A lot of people don't. I just want you to drive. When can you drive? When can you drive? When can you drive? That's all you really care about. I mean, mental health is the most important thing. And that is the thing. Okay, because when you get tired or you're on your medication, I can't drive today. I don't feel good. Okay, so no one really cares. All you really care about, when can I get my drive done? The instructor's texting me. He said, hey, I can drive Saturday. Then he said, no, I can't drive Saturday. What I need all of you to do is be patient. But you're not patient because you're under 24. Your front cerebral cortex is not developed. You might see that on the test. Okay? I'm giving you bits and pieces. You have to have insurance. In 2026, people can't afford insurance. You can't afford gas for your car. You can't afford insurance. You can't afford tires. So you're driving a car That's illegal. Your tires are garbage. You go on the freeway, you have a blowout, you don't know how to fix your tire, you don't have insurance, you get a ticket. When we see the police vlogs, a lot of people don't have their physical insurance card. They have it on their phone. You got to have your insurance. Okay. I'm just going through. I'm looking at the instrument panel right now. A lot of you will stare at the speedometer. All the gauges are important. For you as a beginning driver, your speedometer and I would say your fuel gauge are the most important gauges. Okay. This is the instrument panel fact sheet. I could give you guys a quiz on this, but you don't look at this. You don't study it. I can tell by the data because we're under that 77 to 75 percentile threshold. This tells me you're reading. Most of you won't read this because these quizzes that are proprietary, one of our instructors, she put these together. You're going to have a quiz today on worksheet 3 or 4, and this is going to tell me if you've read or not. And as I go over it, we go over it. So when I'm done with this, I'm going to hit you with a quizzy. And it's just going to tell me, are you working or not? Because this is where we are in 2026. We have systems in place. I don't have to review every single question, but I do because I want to know, does Cameron have his work? Is Isaiah locked in? Is Andrew locked in? Is Avery C locked in? Or is he just falling asleep? Or does he really want to work? This tells me data and you get exposed and I get exposed. I'm covering all this. Why? I'm an instructor. I'm an educator. I know your parents are listening. I know it's recorded. I've done this over and 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 over. 4 years I've been with them. I know what you're going to put in usually. Some of you try to pretend. Some of you put in fake stuff. Some of you put in the bare minimum. I'm pushing you harder to think, because that's the type of instructor I am. The two most important things on your instrument panel are your speedometer and your fuel gauge. Okay? Your speedometer and your fuel gauge. And some of you won't even pay attention to that and you could run out of gas and you could get a ticket. I'm going to keep going. Mirror fact sheet, so important. A lot of you won't check your mirrors. You'll just have it like sideways. This is your mirror. You have it like sideways and won't even look at it. So no one's really sought you. So I'm getting a 2-for-1. Mirror usage. Anytime speed and position adjustments are necessary, the driver must consider location, size, and speed of vehicles to the sides and rear. Meaning, who is to the left of you? Who is to the right of you? Who is behind you? Is it a big truck? Is it a small car? Is it a sports car? Okay, is it a conversion van that's a 5-seater? You need to know. Drivers cannot afford to divert attention from the path ahead. The most important thing is that you look ahead. But remember, you're looking down at the speedometer. I'm gonna pause for a second. When stopping, when you stop, you need to look in your back mirror, but you won't do that because you're so concerned on what's in front. You got to check your mirrors quickly. Left, right, back mirror. But a lot of you will turn the wheel when you check or look, and that's when the car goes out of the lane and you scare the instructor and yourself and other people. And then someone honks at you. Oh, by the way, the general public doesn't care anymore. They care, but they don't care. You're going to set off road rage level 2 or 3 because you're going to go too slow, which is normal. People are very impatient in 2026. They're impatient. Your mom's got to get to work. Your dad's got to get to work. Your brother's got to get to Trop. Your sister's got to get to Crumble. If you show up late to your first day at work, you're going to get fired. If you show up every single day, you're going to get fired. If you show up late and want to leave early, you're going to get fired. So many of you won't make the commitment because you can't. You're a kid. You live emotion to emotion, which a lot of us do. You don't do your high school work. You come late to class. You sleep in class. Avery sleep right now. He's laying back. He's like this. Avery, I know how you move now, my boy. Avery, I know how you move, man. Come on, Avery. I know how you move, man. I know how you move. He laying back like, I'm just gonna sleep. I know how you move. I look at your face. I'm looking at Andrew's face. He's always the same. He's lit. He's ready. He's got his game. Andrew, I got my gaming chair too. Okay. So you won't get a job because you can't make the commitment. I want you to get a job. Your parents want you to get a job, but it's too much for you. You're taking AP classes, trying to ball out. You're doing sports, trying to get a scholarship. You got to babysit. You trying to get a job. Your gas on E. Your hand is always out to mom. I need 20. I need 20. I just gave you money 2 days ago. My gas is gone. You know I went to trial. I can't keep giving you money like this. That's what your parents are going to say. If you want to hear their mouths, keep having your hand out. Most of you want a job. If you want a job, put job in the chat. Put job. I'm going to put job in the chat. You want to work smart, not hard. You want a little part-time job, maybe a Monday, Wednesday, or a Tuesday, Thursday. You don't want a job on Friday. You hanging out. You're in high school. You young person. Where you going? I got to work. Man, we're going to the game. They're going to go to the playoffs. And then we're going out to Trop later and get some sushi and then driving around town. I'm sorry, I got to work. We'll come and see you. Yeah, come and see me. No, you can't. My boss said I can't have my friends because you keep coming late and your boss is watching you. Your boss does not want to babysit you. They want to get you in, onboard you. This means train you. And then let you work. They don't want to have to babysit you. Okay? Like me, if I'm hired into the company, I'm a new instructor. I don't know how to do scheduling. I don't know how to do my payroll. I'm screaming at kids. My routes are terrible. I show up late to my drives. I don't fill out paperwork. I don't get the drive carts in on time. Looks like I won't be working for a driver's ed company very long. So many of you won't have a job because you can't handle it. I want you to handle it, but the reality is it's a commitment. You show up late to work, you get fired. You're like, they're mean. No, there are 50 people waiting. You work at Trop, make your freaking smoothie. You said you're going to be here at 3:30. You show up at 3:45. It's just 15 minutes. First warning, writing you up. You try to text, I'm running late. Second warning. Third, you out. You get a partial check, $75. I didn't like them anyway. So when you stop, you got to check your rearview mirror. Flash your brake lights to alert other drivers. Some of you won't do that. Some of you literally will rear into the car because you're just so overwhelmed. I'm telling you the story going over this. Mirror usage when turning. When the driver prepares to turn, mirrors should be checked before any change of speed, position is made. Who is to your left? Who is to your right? Is there someone walking on the sidewalk? You got to assess the space. Changing lanes. When a driver is attempting to change lanes, mirrors should be checked before any change in speed or position is made. Checking mirrors, blind spot areas. You got to look over your shoulder. You got to look left and right. Some mirrors have additional 12 to 16 degrees. It's called an enhanced setting. You might see it on the test. Do not provide sufficient information. Your mirrors give you information. A mirror blind spot check involves making a quick eye movement over the shoulder. I just checked my blind spot. Many of you will look over the wrong shoulder. If your instructor tells you to go left, you look over the right shoulder. And then you're like, what did I do wrong? And then when they try to correct you, you get an attitude. Then you get mad. Then you text your mom in the backseat and say, Mom, I got a problem with this instructor. No, you have a problem following directions. You don't understand left or right. And you're too humble to admit it. And the other day we talked about anxiety, which is true. More than half of my students and you have anxiety because this is where we are in 2026. Traditional mirror settings. Outside mirrors are set so the driver can see the back edges of the vehicle. Please remember this. I'm giving you tips. I can give you a mirror quizzy right now. Some of you are listening, some of you are laying back. Again, traditional mirror settings. Outside mirrors are set so the driver can see the back edges of the vehicle. May be more appropriate for trucks, vans, and SUV type vehicles when towing or backing out of tight areas. Some of you mentioned tight areas. Passenger vehicle side mirrors are not designed for backing the vehicle. You need to look over your shoulder, but you're going to rely on your backup camera and sideswipe someone. Enhanced mirror settings. Inside mirrors become primary for view to the rear. So when you're backing up, you look out, you check. You don't want to run over your mom or dad's car. You don't want to get on the neighbor's grass. You don't want to back into the garage. You don't want to sideswipe the mailbox. Okay, really important. To set the right side mirror, the driver should lean to the right. The mirror should be adjusted the same as the left, so the edge of the right side of your vehicle can barely be seen, but some of you want to adjust mirrors. Type in takeaway. What did you learn about mirrors? Type in takeaway. What did you learn about mirrors? Please don't say one or two words. I'm looking for complete sentences. This is your do now. The state of driver's education. There's a shortage of instructors. Everyone wants to be done now. The cars are a resource that over time they depreciate in value. You want to drive in the newest car possible. They're really old cars in the fleet. 2007, 2008. They have high mileage, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, 400,000. You want a safe car. It's got a dual brake mirror. There's going to be questions about ABS and ESP. Most of you should be writing this down. All of you should be writing this down. You're going to have questions on ABS brake system. Yes, I'm making you multitask. The system is designed automatically to pump the brakes. So if you have ABS, it's going to pump the brakes back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. But what you need to do is lock the brake if you have ABS. If you don't, then you got to pump the brake so it doesn't lock up. Okay? Again, we all want you to get done. I want you to get done quick. But some of you are too busy. You have to make time for driver's ed. You have to make time for class. I understand that. I have to be on here 2 hours. State law. I have another class, 2 hours. Then I drive 1 to 4. Then I have a consultation with the family. I understand the task, the paperwork. Corporate could call me. Instructor could text me. You are trying to get your drives in. What I want you to do is be patient. Your instructor is driving you. I will text him or her to see if they're available. Don't stress. We got another week. And typically what happens, you'll get some drives early on this week, earlier on or middle of next week or the weekend, and then the following week. We have 6 weeks to get you done. You have to work with our schedule. Well, we're going to Texas. Okay. We're going to California. Okay. We all have lives. I'm an educator. I start August 17th. I'm taking some days off. I love working. I love making money, but I need days off to chill, hang out, relax, enjoy family. We're all human. In your world, you think it's about you. Your mom and dad are like, the world does not revolve around you, Ava. The world, Isaac, does not revolve around you. Andrew, the world does not revolve around you. You think that, but I have 130 students. I have 30 more kids I'm driving. Some kids have anxiety. Some parents are very nervous. Some parents are very chill. Some kids don't listen and have thick sole shoes on. I'm giving you the real perspective. ESP. You should write this down. You're going to have it on your test. Guys, I know it's on the test, but some of you are asleep. You're not listening. You're like, whatever. Guys, I'm giving you stories. I'm telling you the state of driver's ed. I'm reviewing the content. I'm going to show you videos. I'm going to hit you with a quizzy. You're like, it's all good. And I got to text the instructor. He could be driving right now because he sent me a couple messages, but he couldn't do it. But don't get stressed. I have schedules right here. Okay, and you guys are driving Thursday. That's today. Okay, that's fine. I text them, and we'll see about Saturday. We'll see about Sunday. But if I don't have a schedule from him, I can't schedule you. So just stay relaxed. I know what to do. I got experience. Okay, don't blow up my phone. Okay, remember, first come, first serve. Some of you will wait till the last 3 weeks of the class. That's on you. That's pressure on the instructor. That's pressure on, can you hurry up, please? Can we schedule? We're going out of town. Okay, we're going to the Falkland Islands. What? You're going to the Falkland Islands? Are you serious? I got to be done like Friday. I'm sorry, you won't be done Friday. You have 3 drives. When you come back, we'll get you done. How come I can't get done? We have a shortage of instructors. Several cars are broken down. Well, I'm going to call corporate. It's real life, but you don't want to hear that. Most of your parents are like, be patient, honey. No, Mom, I want to drive to school September 1st. Stop. Go to your room. You're irritating. You can't. It doesn't work like that. What if you miss a day? You got sick. Things happen, right? Be patient. I'm not patient. I'm under 24. My brain is not developed. I want to be done in one day. Nope. We have rules we have to follow. And the good driving schools follow rules, have instructors who are certified, have insurance in the car, have great personalities, right? I'm trying to tell you. So, we're set for today. I'm going to send him a text. He needs to know. And if he can drive, fine. If he can't, you're okay. Well, I just want to get done. Next person. Because a lot of you try to bug your parents and bug the instructor and next person. Don't do that. People who are quiet and working hard, okay? Ava Montgomery, she's giving me that impression, right? I'm just saying. Andrew giving me that impression. He locked in, right? So don't worry. I got the schedules right here. Be patient. So let's talk about this ESP, Electronic Stability Program. This is a system to keep you from crashing. The car was driving was a 2008 Impala, OG car, big car. Love that, big old tank. Drinks a little gas. But I felt safe. That car had the early version of the ESP. I felt safer in that car in the wintertime because I drove it like almost 4 years when I came to corporate. Now we're driving, and I'm going to show you. So hold on. We're driving a 2024 Chevy. Let me take this out. We're driving a 2024 Chevy Trax. It's smaller. It's got lane line detection, crash avoidance, ABS, but it's a smaller, lighter vehicle. We could roll it over in the wintertime because students panic. The Impala was a longer, lower center of gravity vehicle. Your parents are like, man, those Impalas are great. Mom, Dad, that car's over 20 years old. The car's older than you, but it's still safe. Frontal crash. Side crash. The Chevy Trax is more fuel efficient, safer, more modern and up to date. Most of you will probably be driving the Chevy Trax because the company is upgrading. Okay? This car has more technology, safer, more fuel efficient. The ESP is more advanced in this car. If you're spinning out, it will pull power from the front tires because it's a front wheel drive. That's where the front tires pull. ESP keeps you from crashing, okay? Crumple zones, you're gonna have questions on that. That's when the front left and right corner crumple in to protect you. The rear left and right corner crumple in to protect you. Blind spot detection, the driver's head car has that. You have a little chime or light that pops on. The older Impala did not have that. So you could be in someone's blind spot, or they could be in our blind spot. It does have it has lane departure detection, but really the car's driving for you. So you're not really learning how to drive, the car's driving. This technology is very similar to blind spot detection technology, where it judges an approaching vehicle and speed. It warns the driver of danger. It warns the driver if they're drifting out of the lane. That's what you do as a beginning driver. You'll kind of hug the right or hug the left. Type in, what side of the road are you hugging on? Are you hugging the right? Are you hugging the left? If you trust me, and you should, this is the first week, you'll tell me. And it's like walking in the hallway at school. If you are kind of walking on the tight right side of the hallway, you're going to hit people in the locker, and then you got a problem. If you are hugging the left, you're kind of going to elbow someone walking the other way, and it happens. So you got to learn lane line reference. You want to look ahead down the hallway. You want to look ahead. Oh, there's the principal, run. There's my friend, run, right? There's the kid we tripped and he fell, run. He told his brother they were looking for you. They see you. They're like, hey kid, what did you do, right? A park assist. The car does not have park assist, but you need to learn. I would cut it off if you're learning how to park, because you need to learn how to park. This technology will park. I'll say it again. This technology will park your car. You got to learn how to park. You can't use it on your test. You can't use it on your test. Do you turn hand over hand or hand to hand? Please type it in. Do you turn hand over hand? And I'll explain that. Hand over hand, this approach is particularly well suited when the speed of the steering input is critical. Sharp turns, skid recovery, or maneuvering in an area with limited sight lines, parking lots. You should be using hand over hand. No, my mom told me don't do hand over hand. I do hand to hand. Well, you can't park. Most of us do hand over hand. And then when you go around a curve, it's kind of a little push-pull. And again, there are two approaches, hand over hand or push-pull. Both of them are acceptable. One hand on the steering wheel is not acceptable. Well, my hand hurt. You're squeezing the wheel too hard. You're nervous. You're sweating. You're staring at the speedometer. You're having a panic attack. It's not me, it's the instructor. It's you. You don't even know the instructor. Your first drive is today and you're nervous. Yes, thank you. Clinton said he does both, and you should. A mix, thank you. Isaac, pause for a second. Hand over hand, parallel parking. You roll forward. You put the car in reverse. You look over your right shoulder. You turn hand over hand to the right. The rear goes in to the right. The front swings out to the left. Once you're even with the vehicle, you turn the wheel back, open the door 12 inches or less, you pass. You have to know how to parallel park. It does depend on the turn. So a lot of people want to be critical, hand over hand, hand over hand. Let's talk about push-pull. This approach is primarily used for maneuvers that do not require quick steering inputs to keep the vehicle out of danger, such as changing lanes. You do a push-pull. Or slight turns, push-pull. A lot of students want to argue, get mad, have a panic attack. Just learn how to drive. The state of driver's ed. You come in with these preconceived notions, relax. Learn from your instructor. Listen. Listen, Linda. Learn from your instructor, or it's just going to be crickets. Your instructor should be giving you some feedback in the car, telling you how you're doing, what you need to improve on. You know me, I'm an extreme extrovert. Andrew, you did a great job. Good speed control, man. Let's go to the roundabout in town. You sure? Yeah, let's go. Okay, Andrew, I'd like you to drive to the school, drive around the light post, turning hand over hand left, hand over hand to the right. Okay, let's go downtown real quick and work on parking. Okay, he drives downtown, not downtown, downtown. And then, okay, let's go around downtown 4 times. Okay, let's parallel park 5 times. Line up, put it in reverse, roll back. The first time, you're too far away. That's fine. The second time, you're too close on the curve. The third time, you're almost there. The 4th time, you're consistent. The 5th time, Andrew just parked, baby. And he goes back to tell his parents. I talk to your parents when we're done. I communicate. Wow, that guy talks a lot. Yeah, mom and dad, you should see him in class. Because I want you to learn. Well, I don't like to talk a lot. Well, I guess you don't like to learn a lot. COVID is over. Get out of your shell. You were just in 3rd or 4th grade anyway. I just had a big beard and an afro. Come on. I got some pictures. You'll laugh. Yes. Okay, top takeaways. Tell me what you learned. I'm hitting you with a quizzy. And then I can text your instructor. Type take away. TAKEAWAY semicolon. 3 complete sentences. I'm going to give you a couple minutes. Then we'll have a quizzy. I'll text the instructor. I'll see if he's available Friday. If not, don't stress. Don't stress. Okay, I might say, give me your schedule in the next 3 days. Don't stress. I got to get done. Bye. Don't stress. You're impatient. It's not me. Bye. Be patient. I can drive anytime. I love you. I can drive anytime. Students are like that. Stop bugging the instructor. It's not me, it's my parent. Stop bugging the instructor. It's not me, it's my parent. Stop bugging the instructor. It's not me, it's my parent. Be patient. There's a shortage of, it's not my problem. You'll be done 3 weeks after the class is over. And that's state law. After the last day of class, we have 3 weeks to get you done. So if you're nice, you drive a little bit the first week, the second week, the third week, the fourth. It was great. I loved it. My instructor was chilled. I had a problem with my instructor. You are the problem, Andrew. Andrew, I'm joking. You are the problem. Andrew's like, no. He's like, no. Once you get that first drive out of the way, you're like, Mom and Dad, it wasn't that bad. Or it was terrible. Honey, you didn't take your anxiety meds. I will talk to the instructor. Sometimes they're not good matches. Keep writing.
My computer's been pretty stronger.
Just go ahead and reboot. That's all good. All right, guys, we had a real live conversation about the state of driver's ed. It's about materials. It's about resources. It's about just being patient with the system. There's a shortage of instructors across the country. This is a perspective. We're going to go on a deeper dive. This is the state of driver's ed. I just want to say thank you. You need to subscribe. We're updating everything, better playlist. You're going to see more videos being pushed out. And I want you to subscribe. Subscribe because you want to learn. You want to be educated. And we're going to more long form content, more showrunner content. And we're going to have some really big surprises over the next few months, getting people to call in, podcast, maybe a show. We will figure it out. But subscribe. Tell me where you're from, what part of the world, what part of the country, where you are in your journey. Thank you. Subscribe.